Hey, y'all want to make that kind of noise? You got to have ammunition. Come to our webpage, www.rightedition.com, and sign up for 11,000 rounds of ammo. It's free to enter, and it's a draw that's going on New Year's Day. Several thousand viewers have entered already. You all should be one of them. Make sure you do it and come back and do it often. You're allowed to enter every day, once a day. Democrats, they don't understand the debt ceiling. Republicans, liberals, nobody seems to get it. I get it. Let me share it with you. If you come home from work one day, to put it in perspective, and there's been a sewage backup in the whole neighborhood, and you go into your house and the sewage is right up to the ceiling, what do? Do you raise the ceiling or do you pump out the crap? Seems pretty simple to me. Politicians don't get it. Maybe send them an email or give them a call and say, guys, I know how to help. I know how to help. In Christchurch, New Zealand, recently a man received a phone call from police saying that they were surrounding his home. They were armed, come out with your hands up, and et cetera, et cetera. So out he came. He was scared to death. Came out and there's nobody around. He stood there for quite a while, not knowing what to do, and he thought it must be a prank, went back into his home, found out later that the police had called the wrong number. Well, not very good police work, is it? Now, the University of British Columbia recently pledged $250,000 in counseling services and sexual assault education, because there's been a series of rapes going on there at the university. It's a terrible thing. So, hey, go get raped and then come here and we'll talk about it. How about being preventive? You can't even have bear spray or pepper spray. It's against the law. It's a prohibited weapon. You can get 3 years in jail. Change the laws. Tell them to carry a gun, do something, take that rapist guy and put him down. Instead, they're saying go out and get raped, because that's what's going on these days, and we'll chat about it later. The 250, if I didn't mention, it was reduced to 50,000, but doesn't make any difference. Whatever it is, come and talk about it if it really happens, but try to make sure it doesn't happen. The RCMP have alleged fraud charges against Senator Pamela Whelan with regard to her having more than $500,000 of expenses in Canada since 2009. Hey, while you're at it, charge her for fraud, because she tells the world that she's a conservative. The Prime Minister, who says he's a conservative as well, put her in office as a conservative. She's a flaming liberal. She ain't no more conservative than I'm an astronaut. Fire. Senators recently have announced in Canada that they've saved more than $1 million in expenses during the same period where claims are under scrutiny, right? Okay, what's up with that? I mean, that's an admission of guilt. You look at it from the year before, it's $1 million. They're saying, well, we can't take as much now because people are watching us. It's like, I can't rob the bank anymore, so I'll just knock off the grocery store. They're still ripping off the Canadian citizenry, and the government is still standing back saying, that's okay. We're kind of have a little test case going on, and it makes me kind of bad. In fact, I don't know that I'll get over it for a day or two, but let me do this. Let me tell you about guns. I know about guns. You got all these politicians that are saying, let me back up. All the left-wing wacko politicians that are saying, get rid of guns. Let's take the guns away from everybody who doesn't do a bad thing with it, right? Let me share with you, there's 2,082 reasons why guns are really a good thing, because in the U.S., those are the reported number of lifesavers a day, every day, that somebody uses a firearm to protect himself or herself from a bad guy. There's a lot of reason, a lot of fact there. In Canada, by the way, it's similar in terms of the percentages, the 10% of it, a couple of hundred a day. And it's not even legal there. Imagine if it was legal, because a lot of people, of course, don't report it. Guns are good. Good people are good, and good people do good things. Let me end today with this. A guy is walking Vancouver, Canada. He's walking along the Vancouver beach when he comes across a lamp partially buried in the sand. He picks the lamp up and he gives it a rub. A genie appears and tells him that he's been granted one wish. The guy thinks for a minute and says, I want to live forever. Sorry, said the genie, I'm not allowed to grant eternal life. Okay, then, I want to die after the government balances the budget, eliminates the debt, and abolishes the Senate. You crafty little man, said the genie. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow, get more for you. From the right. See ya.